and we Yo TV, we back here.
Youth culture, youth voices, youth power, coming at you.
What's happening? We Yo TV out here.
Before we go any further, I have to big up the magazine. Look at
Youth Outlook, chronicle of young people's lives in the Bay Area.
We're known all over the Bay and beyond.
Got a lot of good stuff for you this time. Yo!
What's up, yo? This is Valerie. Behind me, as you see, we out here trying to make sandwiches, get us involved in our communities, you know, feed the homeless people because they be hungry. Up next, we're going to be having a show about students in college, how they be financing their money, what they be spending their money on, you know, how they be working, all that. So stay tuned.
This video is about 3 students, Naomi, Neil.
I originally made this calendar in January when my father did something that made me really mad. I don't remember what it was now. And originally it had a big sign up here that said Countdown to Freedom.
Yamina Abdurrahim.
I don't feel like I'm ready to go to a 4-year college just because I didn't do very good in high school and I feel like I treat college the same way.
And Corey Carlson.
But during the summer I'll be saving up to have enough money to live while I'm during school, maybe not have to work full-time while I'm going to school full-time.
I interviewed these people about their processes of applying to college and being in college, all centered around financial aid. All of them have different financial situations, and those situations and in this economic time has kind of made their college decisions for them.
This fall I'll be going to Shimer College in Chicago. I got into my first choice school and I realized that I could not afford to go there. I don't know how much money my parents make exactly, but I know that in the FAFSA world we're fairly well off. I think my father and mother combined make over $100,000 a year. But we also have a variable interest mortgage, and my parents are both 60 years old, so they're going to be retiring within the next 4 or 5 years, and the FAFSA failed to take either of those things into account. I am excited to be going to Shimer, but I don't have that same sort of feeling that I had before. I've definitely adjusted myself to the idea of going, and now I even have the idea that I wouldn't want to go to the, St. John's, even if I still could.
The colleges I want to go to were like a lot of money. And I can take classes at Laney with financial aid for like $2 a unit, which, like a 3-unit class, that's the price of a sandwich. Ultimately, I feel like people should go to college if that's what they really want to do, but because college is so expensive and basically you work for the next 10 or so years after college to get yourself out of the debt you went into for it, and that's pretty ridiculous. And I feel like we shouldn't have to put so much money, and it's not even our money, it's the money our parents saved up so we can have a good life and live out the American dream, into making a job to create more capital for the system. I live with my mom. I'm an only child. I've worked off and on throughout high school, and I'm not sure how much my mom makes, but it's under $30,000, I think. So
I'm currently taking a year off of school. I'm going to be going back next fall at Academy of Art University to be a multimedia communications major. The school I was at previously was an expensive school. I went to Dominican University. It was a private school, $43,000 a year to go to. Financial aid didn't cover everything, and I got a little financial help, but eventually lost it, so I needed to take a year off to do me and save up some money. I then transferred to college in Marin for a couple of weeks and ended up just dropping the classes and taking a year off. I am where I am now. My household consists of 4 of us: my mother, myself, and my 2 siblings. One's 17 and one's 12. Basically, my mom, she works as a temp. She's an office assistant temp, and she basically makes under $10,000 a year, and I don't really make that much either, so I've always been low income. If I had the money to pay for my whole college tuition myself, I would probably stay at one school that I want, my choice, most likely probably a private institution, just because I like private institutions, smaller classes. I definitely think that if I could afford school myself, I would stay at one school.
Yes, sir. Playboys in the building, never slacking on my Mac, and I stay trying to make $1 million. Push it to $1 billion, touching the ceiling. Call me Michael Myers, cause you know I spit a killing. Stacks of city hats posted on my rack. Yeah, I'm that little dude dressed in all that black. I chew you out your shoes, cause asthma attack. And you push my button, you better watch your back. The Deaf West, OC, KO, Eddie Street, Turk, Divisadero Grove Street, Mac Block, Page Street, uptown, downtown, the lights turn off when them city boys come around. It's 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. Yeah, I live in the rich, but in the mo I'm found, and it's going down. And don't get clown, cause I'm a giant out here, and don't get stomped down.
Yeah, what's up, Yo TV? Today we talking about bloggers. A couple of our students basically blogged about the violence in Richmond, and yeah, check it out.
What's up, Yo Youth Outlook? We got some Changing the Odds folks here. It's Erica X, you know who I be.
Chrissy. You know I be, this Diddy, Don Davis, you see it.
And today we're all being brought together because we have something in common. I am from Richmond.
I'm from Richmond myself.
I'm Frisco, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8 deaths in 8 days.
One of those 8 deaths was my little godson. He was a good kid, go to school, was trying to get a scholarship.
How old was he?
17.
Now that's a dang shame.
17.
That's a dang
so,
shame right there.
all he was doing was, he was out at not a reasonable hour, but I mean, at the same
It's
time.
summertime. It's summertime,
exactly.
you know
No
what I'm saying?
school, no nothing, so I mean, the kids
And
was
I
gonna
feel like
chill.
that's just an excuse. Like, people take the summertime, the funk season,
Right.
take that as an excuse to just pop off and start shooting and stuff. And then it's like, why? Like, what is the purpose of all
But
this?
if you think about it, like when I was young, I'm not that old, but when I was about 18, when I was about 17, 16, we used to just drive around just because it was hot and just jump out and fight people just because of the summer.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to change that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a shooting on 580, and it was 3 people. 1 died, 2 was wounded, and they wasn't even from Richmond.
There were 2 shootings on 580. Wait a minute, let's get this right. So there's people in Richmond who are just like shooting
because
people.
they thinking they from Richmond.
Exactly, and it's like, and I think you have a story that kind of relates to this. It's like a lot of times people say, "Oh, Richmond's so bad, Richmond's so bad," but it be funk that's coming from outside of Richmond to Richmond,
Right.
and then the shooting starts, and then problems just ensue. So what happened with you?
My 2 cousins got killed in Richmond. They ain't even from Richmond. They're from Frisco. They're from Lakeview. Like, and they was just walking
What
down the street.
happened?
Like, average people, like, there was one of my little cousins, he was 14, he was just walking down the street, and somebody from Richmond that was just trying to be a part of they was trying to be a part of something, so they just killed my cousin for no reason. They didn't even know
All
him.
this little set tripping though, for real, like it gotta stop.
And one of my older cousins got killed over there because of some beef that happened in Lakeview, but it was brought to Richmond because they was
There you go.
I mean, to me, come on now, a set, you just paying rent. You ain't paying mortgage, you paying rent.
Okay, you
then
don't
with
own nothing.
You don't own nothing. Then with a gang, it's like they got colors. You know, they wear colors, and my friend was reading about the gang guy. What happened with that?
This boy got killed just because he was wearing red, like a certain color. But
Was he in the gang?
He wasn't even in the gang. Like,
That's ridiculous.
A waste of life, for no reason.
For no reason, because of a color you want to wear. Make sure I wear yellow, green, purple. Red and blue, this ain't right. Big.
This is just senseless. I mean, I'm reading, and it's like 26, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot in comparison to Oakland, but Oakland is like way bigger. You know what I'm saying? And like 26 victims, but when you think about 8 of those victims out of the 26 have happened in the last 8 days, like that's just really ridiculous. And it just doesn't seem like there's really a lot of rhyme or reason to it. Like, yeah, there's differences between gangs and sets, but at the end of the day, it's pointless. Like they're both like just shooting people and killing people pointless. Right.
What's up, Yo TV? We out here. You see Nick, you see we out here for me just passing out sandwiches. We with the program Changing the Odds, you know, trying to get this food out there to the homeless. You see the sandwiches.
We doing it big out here. We doing it big out here with a lot of sandwiches and a whole lot of sandwiches.
Bust out with a big
the lucky winner might get that prize. guys with all the sound shit.
Yep.
And
next up, we about to have the Fillmore Youth Summit coming on next. Stay tuned.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he holler, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, I'm coming from the skull, representing Phil Mo. Man, I get the dough every time I get it come through. Then you know it's pimping, man. I'm never slipping, man. I always get it because we get it like a hurricane. You know, man.
Today, you guys are at the Western Edition Youth Summit here in the Fillmore. And it's a dope event, bringing young people together, empowering them around education.
Me and my youth, my teen council youth, we put this together.
I'm helping with this summit that we're putting on to create change in the neighborhood and to just get all the youth involved in trying something different and doing something new that's more on the positive side.
Youth aren't given a platform to kind of criticize the school system, and not only that, think of ways to make the school system better, you know? So the reason you see the young people here, the reason you see such a response, I think it's because of that reason.
We need to say, hey, we want programs that can help us succeed. We don't want to stay stuck up in public housing. We want programs that gets us out of public housing and makes us homeowners. We want programs that gets us to college.
It's either this or it's the streets or it's jail. Like, that's just the sad truth. So to be given this opportunity to be doing something, I'm grateful.
I'm presenting a workshop dealing with the fact, like so you get a cat like Malcolm X, who, you know what I'm saying, was convicted of felonies, you know what I'm saying, he was imprisoned, you know, and he lived a life of crime before he changed his life. And, you know, he ended up being a real powerful person. And I think what that says is all of our people, no matter what state you are at in your existence and in your own personal struggle and rejoicing, it's always a place for your voice to be added to what's up.
Basically, I think it's good to keep funding our programs because we give events like this and to get more youth involved and to spread the word and make this a more wider national kind of problem so it can be fixed not just in the Western Addition but everywhere.
We want youth to stand up for what they are entitled to, you know, and even today with the special election and the ballot measures and how they're taking away money for schools, we don't have a representation in the elections. We can't vote for our fate.
California is so much more than what you see on San Andreas, but it's so cold. Our own government be trying to play us. Not only that, but every street got a gang. Young thugs holding things, want to know what you bang. But North and South and red and blue ain't the only dividing colors, because the Asians and the whites hate the Latins and the brothers. Wait, that's not true, because they all hate each other. But check it out, shut your mouth and use your ears to listen to me, and I'll let you know who's your real enemy. He doesn't rock a rag, he hides behind the badge, and he'll hold you down in cuffs before he shoots you in the back. Yeah, I'm talking about the cops, because we all know they're crooked. Want to harass me in the streets and stop me because I was looking in his direction. He hates me because I'm dark, but you need to check your reflection. He tries but he can't because he's ashamed of his complexion. He hates who he is and what he sees. So what does he do? He takes his anger out on me because I hang around the streets. I came up around the G's and rather die on my feet than ever live on my knees. And I know sometimes it feels like you're living in hell, but believe me, it's heaven compared to living in a cell.
When you talk about young people or the youth funding or whether or not it's necessary to fund youth extracurricular activities, that's ridiculous. Of course, it shouldn't even be an argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we need to fund what youth are doing, you know what I'm saying? It's twofold. I think we need to be funding what youth are into and what youth want to do, and also youth have to be empowered and take advantage of the resources that they're given.
It's important for the youth to tell them that it's different ways out and to teach them how to go to college and teach them what you need to do for jobs and even the stuff they like to do like rap, just teach them the right way to do it. Like, it's a successful way to do it and it's a different way to do it. You don't have to always just be doing it through the streets. You can do it the legit way.
I'm just here today inspired by the youth that are showing up here and that are ready and willing to make a change.
Yes, sir. Playboys in the building, never slacking on my Mac, and I stay trying to make $1 million. Push it to $1 billion, touching the ceiling. Call me Michael Myers, cause you know I spit a killing. Stacks of city hats posted on my rack. Yeah, I'm that little dude dressed in all that black. I chew you out your shoes, cause asthma attack. And you push my button, you better watch your back. The Death West OC, KO, Eddie Street, Turk, Divisadero Grove Street, Mac Block, Page Street, uptown, downtown, the lights turn off when them city boys come around. It's 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. Yeah, I live in the rich, but in the mo I'm found, and it's going down. And don't get clown, cause I'm a giant out here, and don't get stomped down.
Podríamos decir que algunas 200 familias llegan a diario a ese lugar a recoger basura. Muchas de ellas ya viven allí, han hecho sus casitas, como pudiste ver, que son personas que viven en una extrema pobreza y que sus condiciones de higiene y alimentación son muy precarias. Se levantan a veces sin comer y se van al basurero y recogen plástico, cobre, cartón, aluminio, y lo venden a personas que allí mismo en ese lugar donde ellos recogen la basura se los compran, que son los intermediarios. Así como van adultos, también van niños, a veces hasta de 3, 2 años, niños de 5 años que ya recogen basura, otros que van ahí como los más pequeñitos porque sus padres se encuentran allí en el basurero. Una persona de estas puede ganar de 100 a 150 lempiras diarios. Si lo ponemos en dólares, puede andar en $4.
¿Qué te gusta más recoger? ¿Qué recoges más vos? ¿Qué es lo que más te da?
El cobre.
¿El cobre?
Sí.
¿Y por qué cobre?
Ah,
¿Pero en qué sentido el cobre?
porque vale más, va.
Vale más y tiene más pito, cobre, quema y es el más caro que hay.
¿Pero es fácil encontrar cobre o cuesta encontrar cobre?
No, cuesta recoger ahí en la basura.
¿El cobre? ¿Y cuánto se encuentra?
Poquito el día.
¿Sí?
2 libras.
2 libras. ¿Y ese cuánto te da cada libra?
39.
29 lempiras.
Sí.
Actualmente 50 niños llegan allí a ese basurero. Hemos conocido casos de niñas de 13, 14 años que ahí salen embarazadas, que consumen drogas, que se prostituyen, porque es el mundo en el cual se desenvuelven, el mundo de la basura. Como son personas que su diario vivir es con la basura, ya pierden su autoestima, su sentido de persona, de tener ciertos valores. Por lo general comen del alimento que llegan a botar los camiones o carros de la basura, que vienen de los restaurantes o lugares de comida rápida de la ciudad. Es espectacular ver cuando llegan estos camiones cómo las personas se pelean por recoger un alimento en medio de los buitres o sopilotes, como le decimos aquí en Honduras.
Like pick up material like
No lo vayas a pagar.
anything I pick up. 90 lamp I get a day would be good.
Yeah,
know?
that's good. That's a good day. You get 90 lempiras.
Yes, yes. I mean if it's good because poor 90 lempira I spend it like nothing because I have my woman and I have my child too.
How many children do you have?
6. This place will live with poor people. With poor people. Poor people. We need somebody help us. We need somebody help us. Because this is a poor place, alright? Poor place. I mean, you see me, I don't like to be here. I don't like to be here. Well, how a poor? And I don't like to go steal. Oh, let's work. All right? Oh, let's work.
You like to work?
I like to work.
What kind of work would you
Anything I would like to work.
Es muy importante que personas de buen corazón e instituciones a través de programas sociales puedan ayudar sobre todo a estos niños con becas de estudio, con dándoles otra oportunidad de formarse y darles a sus padres una oportunidad de adquirir ingresos de otra forma para que el futuro de estos niños sea más promisorio de hacer algo por una realidad tan cruel como es estos niños y niñas que están conviviendo en ese basurero a diario.
What's up, Yo TV? This is Val. You know, I'm out here talking to you all about the Yo bloggers. Basically, they was blogging about funk season and, you know, all the shit that go down, all the bad stuff, you know, everything be cracking off and be real hot out here. And check it out. Stay tuned.
Hello.
Man, what's
I'm
up?
Shar.
What's up, man? My name's QB.
I'm Lil Shy.
We basically talking about this funk season, this killer season that's going on this summer. You know, man. You know, we us three, we done definitely go on some homies in this horrible
And it's
killer
going
season.
on everywhere.
It happened in Richmond on Monday.
8 killings in 8 days.
On Thursday night, I seen a female get popped in front of my building.
And just the other weekend at Hunters Point, there was 2 shootouts in one night in the same hour on, one corner. So you got a hot recession. So that's basically hot broke niggas. That don't constitute for nothing good.
And I think too, because it's hot and people they ain't got time to be arguing with nobody. It's too hot, so the first thing they gonna do is pick up a gun. It's that easy.
People got a short tolerance right now, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Me personally, I have lost 5 of my closest, folks, this summer, you know what I'm saying, already. And I mean, they say homicide is down, but homicide is down in the other neighborhoods, but in the hood, homicide is,
it's always up.
It's always up.
I done lost a cousin. He done got shot in the head. I lost a brother. He done shot somebody in front of Walmart in Pittsburgh. He in jail now. Yeah. Like, why would you shoot somebody? And at Walmart, though, is that ill, though?
Hey, what you doing with my groceries? Blah! I mean, feel me? Yeah, I know. You see, you live in the town, bro, so...
And they shot a female, though.
And you ain't got to tell me about the killer seasons that they be having in the I know.
Man, it be over anything, like, in Oakland. Like, it really don't matter. No
talking about fries?
Or anything. It's just scandalous, like, but I don't know, like, I be out the way, I be like in the house. Like,
That's the way we survive in this killer season. We come to the we come change some odds.
What y'all think people can do to get away from all this drama?
Change some odds.
Join me. You thought look at something, huh?
Or they can change some odds.
And stay out the way.
Stay out. Really,
stay out the streets if you ain't really got no gun, like for real, like. I'm
not gonna even say stay out the streets if you ain't got no gun, because it shouldn't even be like that. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful, watch yourself, and you know what I'm saying. Just be smooth. When people tell you to be smooth, they tell you that for a reason, because they want you to be smooth. Right now. Niggas is feel me? And what's really bad in the horrible killer season and fall season with innocent people who don't do nothing.
And plus, like, it's a recession, so niggas is broke. They trying to get on, like. Sometimes this be like, from robberies going bad, like for real.
And it's too hot to be in the house, and they not about to be sitting in the house, so they come outside. Everybody outside.
And niggas see niggas they don't fuck with like during like the regular time, like the regular season, niggas be in the house, it be cold and shit, wanna lay up with their bitch or something. But like when it's hot or something, my nigga, everybody get the same park or whatever.
And they all got on white tees.
And it be so many, I think it be so many niggas around too. Niggas be feeling like niggas be getting in their way. So they be like, man, let's clear this out.
Air it out real quick. But anyway though, you feel me, man, we basically just saying, man, this killer season is too much, but we just gonna do our best to stay out the way, and we hope y'all do too.
And for all y'all killers, I think y'all should give it a rest. Y'all need to be focused on getting money.
Getting money, because this shit ain't getting you.
Because all y'all about to have kids. What y'all kids gonna have?
No money.
A murder record.
What's up, Yo TV? We trying to find out what songs y'all like from Michael Jackson.
I like Remember the Time from Michael Jackson.
ABC.
Thriller.
ABC, man. Know that ABC.
Yeah, so basically we hooked up with Justin Bua, feel me? He made a tribute for Michael Jackson.
I got this one. I've been having this for years, so yeah.
I'm showing for the first time ever my tribute painting to the late, great, and when I say great, I mean the greatest performer ever in the history of the world, Michael Jackson. So I'm showing that. I've never showed it before. You're gonna see it for the first time. It's insane. I feel insane right now because I just gave birth, and giving birth, as you might not know, but myself knowing, it's the most unbelievable experience. So right now I'm Michael Justin. I'm going to read the opening passage in my book because I feel like it's really poignant, timely, and relates to Michael Jackson in this whole piece. And it's called One. The characters that I draw and paint represent who I am and what I value. They're from different cultures that together form, from different backgrounds that together form one urban culture. People ask me what I am, Puerto Rican, Italian, Jewish, African American, but like my characters, I can't define myself by any one race. I have so many different bloodlines flowing through my veins and grew up in such a uniquely integrated culture that I'm just me. I'm part of an urban race united by the city. As kids, we weren't separated by the color of our skin. We judged each other by the content of our character. This is where the slang word one comes from. We are one. Urban life challenges us to thrive among diversity and vibe off one another in a positive way.
And this is the gift of the city.
Painting is basically Michael in his element. I basically painted him with his face shrouded in darkness, so you can't tell if it's the new Michael, the old Michael, because really I wanted us to project our image of what we felt about Michael, you know, as opposed to everything else. And I painted him on stage because he said that was the only place he ever felt comfortable, was on stage. And that was his home. And off the stage, he just wasn't really comfortable, you know, because so many people wanted so much from him. And he, you know, since Jesus Christ, he was the most famous person to ever walk this planet, really. And you will never have somebody like that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Michael Jackson.
And I painted it a little bit dark, a forbearing key. So you see the words king in the background because he's truly the king of pop. And the city, because basically he brought city culture together. Now, Michael Jackson was an influence to everybody in the hip hop culture, everybody in general, period. He was the most influential artist of our time. So he was an influence on me, and he was a great guide for greatness. You look at him, you see greatness. The best dancer ever, best singer ever, best performer ever, unarguably. You could argue about the other ones, but you can't argue that he was the greatest performer of all time. And he meant a lot to me. Favorite song, Billie Jean is the perfect song. I've been listening a lot to Man in the Mirror, but PYT hits me the hardest. Even people that don't grow up with Michael are affected by Michael. They're like, you know, they kind of passively absorb Michael throughout the years. And he was around us. I mean, I was walking around with a Thriller jacket.
And obviously I painted the glowing sequin glove because that's Michael Jackson, you know, quintessential, iconic Mike. And then the glowing socks are, of course, reminiscent of the Off the Wall album cover, as we all know. And then, you know, and the city, because he really united the city, united the cultures. And I call him the king because, goddamn, he was the king. You know, I painted his head with a hat, casting a shadow so he would be shrouded in darkness a little bit so that you wouldn't say, oh, that's the Mike from, you know, Billie Jean or Beat It or Man in the Mirror or whatever. That is just the Mike that we can now project our own image onto what we want Mike to look like in our imaginations. You want the darker skinned Mike, the lighter, well, it doesn't matter. That's the point. It wasn't about this. It was never about this. You know, it was about this. It was about his heart and his soul. And that's what he gave us.
All right, Yo TV, it's time for us to end. You know, thanks for watching. Come back and visit. Everything good. You know, we have a lot of things on youthoutlook.org. All these videos, blogs, vlogs. Check us out.
Check us out. We'll be back at you. Holla.
They think they can phase me because I spit it so crazy. It's like I'm low flow or dope flow. See me, I'm loco. Coming from the film mode. You seeing I get low. You seeing I get though when I stay on my tiptoes. On top of my game. I'm on top of my aim. These other dudes out here, they ain't nothing but lame. I don't do it for shame. I just do it for change. So if you already heard, man, you know my name. I can do it for always. I got the game wide open like hallways. I'm doing it all day. Everywhere I get it, man, I'm on a paper chase. But sometimes it gets so hard that I start to hate the race. But I got to keep it moving, pushing all fast. I got my pedal on, foot up on the gas. And I can never stop. You know I'm so mobby, so I can get it popped.